Have you ever wondered why some people seem drawn to you, even when you feel invisible? Why certain eyes linger a little longer, or conversations seem to last a little deeper, even when you don't feel your best? Maybe you've dismissed it, brushing it off with a shy smile, telling yourself it must be nothing. But what if it's not nothing? What if there's a kind of beauty inside you, a light, a magnetism that you've been carrying all along, but you just couldn't see it the way others can? Carl Jung believed that much of what we cannot see in ourselves lives in what he called the shadow, not because it's dark or bad, but because it's hidden from our own eyes. Sometimes, the most powerful parts of our beauty, our charm, our attraction, are quietly living there, right under the surface, waiting to be noticed. Today, we're going to walk through 12 subtle signs that you are far more attractive than you realize. Signs that go beyond mirrors and appearances. Signs that touch something deeper, something timeless. And as you listen, I invite you to open your heart to a new possibility. That the very reasons you sometimes doubt yourself might actually be the same reasons people are quietly falling in love with your soul. If you're ready to begin this gentle journey inward, stay with me until the end. You may just discover that the beauty you've been searching for has been yours all along. Let's begin. Sign 1. People remember small details about you. Have you ever noticed someone mentioning a small thing you said weeks ago? A favorite song you casually mentioned? A story you barely told? A laugh you thought they missed? When people find you truly attractive, not just in appearance but in energy, they listen differently. You leave an imprint without even trying. The little things you share aren't forgotten, they are treasured. You may not realize it, but your presence holds a quiet gravity. It pulls others into a deeper awareness of you. Even when you feel ordinary, they are noticing the extraordinary details. Sign 2. Strangers open up to you easily. Have you ever found yourself in a random conversation? And suddenly, a stranger is sharing something personal, something real? It's not an accident. Your energy feels safe, genuine, inviting. Carl Jung taught that when someone carries authenticity within them, they unconsciously invite others to be authentic too. Your unseen attractiveness lives in the way you hold space for vulnerability, in the warmth of your listening heart. You may not always feel beautiful, but trust me, there is nothing more magnetic than a soul that feels safe to another soul. Sign 3. People make excuses to spend time with you. Notice how often people find reasons to extend conversations with you, or how small meetings seem to stretch into long talks, how someone casually needs your help just one more time. Attraction isn't always loud. Sometimes it's soft, patient, persistent. People naturally want more of what feels nourishing. And if you often find people lingering near you without a clear reason, it's not a coincidence. It's a silent compliment, a reflection of the beauty you radiate without even realizing. If any of this feels familiar so far, I invite you to share your reflections in the comments below. Sometimes, writing it out can be the first step to truly believing it. Ready to explore even deeper signs of your hidden attractiveness? Sign 4. You're often complimented on things you didn't expect. Maybe it's the way your eyes light up when you talk about something you love. Maybe it's the calmness in your voice. Maybe it's the kindness in your laughter, or the way you make others feel understood. Real attractiveness isn't always about what you plan or polish. It's what shines through when you're simply being yourself. If you've ever been surprised by a compliment, something about your vibe, your presence, your warmth, know this: you are giving off a beauty that words can barely capture, and often, you're the last one to see it. Sign 5. People mirror your energy without realizing. Have you ever noticed someone unconsciously copying your tone, your body language, your way of speaking? This isn't mockery, it's connection. Carl Jung observed that mirroring is often a sign of deep rapport, a silent way the unconscious says, "I feel safe with you. I feel drawn to you." If you often find people syncing with your mood or adopting little pieces of your style, it's not random. It's because something inside you speaks to something inside them, and their soul is leaning closer without even knowing why. Sign 6. You inspire both comfort and curiosity. There's a special kind of attractiveness that doesn't scream for attention. Instead, it invites people to wonder, to lean in. If people seem comfortable around you, but also a little curious, if they seem to relax in your presence, but also want to know more, it's because you carry a depth that can't be seen at first glance. A depth that isn't loud or showy, but quietly magnetic. You make people feel at home, and yet leave them wanting to explore the universe inside you. Which of these signs have you felt most in your life so far? I'd love to hear your experiences in the comments below. Your story could be the light someone else needs today, but 7 people feel energized after being around you. Think back. Have you ever had someone thank you after a conversation, even when you didn't do anything extraordinary? Have you noticed people smiling more, standing a little taller, seeming lighter after spending time with you? True attractiveness isn't just about beauty, it's about energy. Carl Jung believed that when someone carries light within them, that light naturally spills over into others. You may not see it, but your very presence can be a quiet healing. A soft reminder to others that hope and warmth still exist in the world, and that kind of radiance is unforgettable. Sign 8. People trust you quickly, even without logical reasons. Sometimes before a single word is exchanged, people feel a pull toward you, a sense that you are trustworthy, that their story is safe with you. This isn't about charm or cleverness. It's about soul recognition. When your inner self shines with authenticity and kindness, others' deeper instincts, the ones beyond words, pick up on it. You don't have to prove yourself. You are the proof. And that silent trust people show you, it's one of the clearest signs of your inner beauty speaking louder than you realize. Sign 9. Your absence is felt deeply. Sometimes the truest measure of your attractiveness is not in your presence, but in your absence. Have you ever stepped away from a group and felt the atmosphere shift? Have people told you it's not the same without you, even when you didn't think you did anything special? This is a powerful truth. When your spirit brings light, your silence leaves a shadow. You might think you're just another face in the crowd, but to others, you are the warmth that ties moments together. Never underestimate the beauty of simply being missed. Have you ever been surprised by how deeply someone valued your presence? If this resonates, share a memory in the comments. You might inspire someone who's still learning to see their own light. Sign 10. You make people feel seen and heard. Have you ever had someone look at you with that expression? That soft, grateful look that says, "Thank you for understanding me," even when you didn't say much? True attractiveness is not always about how loudly you shine. Sometimes, it's about how deeply you see others. Carl Jung taught that one of the rarest gifts is to witness the soul of another person without judgment. When you listen with your heart, when you respond with presence instead of performance, you offer something far more valuable than attention. You offer belonging, and that makes you unforgettable in ways no mirror could ever show. Sign 11. You carry an aura of mystery without trying. There's something about you that isn't easily explained, something that words can't quite capture. Maybe it's the way you hold a dream behind your eyes. Maybe it's the gentle silence you leave between your sentences. Maybe it's the feeling that there's so much more to you than you ever say out loud. This mystery isn't about being distant or aloof. It's about depth. It's about layers that only the patient and the sincere can discover. People are drawn to you not because you reveal everything, but because you reveal just enough to awaken wonder. Sign 12. You don't realize how much you impact others. And perhaps the clearest sign of all is that you doubt you have any of these signs. You downplay your presence. You wonder if you're really that important. You question if anyone truly notices. But the truth is, The most beautiful souls are often the last to recognize their own glow. Carl Jung believed that what is unconscious within us holds some of our greatest treasures. And sometimes your quiet kindness, your resilience, your unseen grace is changing lives around you without you ever knowing. Your beauty isn't something you wear, it's something you are, and every day without realizing it, you leave a trail of light behind you, in smiles, in memories, in hearts quietly made lighter because of your existence. As you think back through these signs, which ones touched something inside you today? Which ones felt like forgotten parts of yourself? Waking up. I would love to hear your reflections in the comments. Your voice matters more than you know. You are more beautiful, more magnetic, and more needed than your fears would ever allow you to believe. Even on the days you feel invisible, you are still shining in ways the eyes can't always see. So please be gentle with yourself. Be proud of the quiet ways you change the world. If this journey touched you today, share this video with someone else who might need this reminder. Leave a comment to share your light. And if you feel called, like this video so it can find its way to another hidden soul who needs to remember their worth. You are not alone. You are not invisible. You are a miracle quietly unfolding, moment by moment. And the world is better because you're in it.